There are times when we don't know what to do next in our careers. We don't understand what should be the next step that can take us to a right job or a fulfilling career. The more we think, the more questions start haunting us. What if I'm wrong? Am I making a selfish choice? Will this work for me in the long run? What if I regret this decision in 10 years? Or worse, will my family or my friends judge me? Whoa, wait. Just look at me and listen to me. It is okay to feel lost. No matter where you are in your career, it is okay to not have the answers for everything. We wouldn't have great minds like Steve Jobs or artists who broke conventions if they hadn't experienced this sense of lostness. As Jobs famously said at his Stanford commencement speech, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So maybe feeling lost is part of finding our way. In this video, we are going to help you figure out what you can do next in your career journey, and we'll also share a step-by-step guide of how you can take steps towards achieving that goal. Hey everyone, I'm Kritika and welcome to Pivot. Are you feeling lost in your career? Maybe you've been applying to new roles without hearing much of a response. Or maybe you're confused about whether you should stick to your current role or explore something entirely new. Don't worry, you're not alone. Today we're going to break down simple practical steps to help you find clarity and a path forward. If you're looking for tips and guidance to build a fulfilling career, then hit the subscribe button because we dive into topics like this every week. Let's get started with a few key questions that will help you figure out what you really want in your career. Please note, your future could really depend on these questions. So promise me one thing, you will be honest with yourself. Here are the questions. If failure or judgment didn't hold you back, what would you try? Imagine if you didn't have to worry about bills or meeting expectations. What would you choose to do? Would you start a business, travel, or maybe learn something new? If you could design your ideal day from start to finish, what would it look like? Think of this as creating your perfect day. Imagine waking up. What do you do first? Where are you? Who are you with? Where are you working? What kind of work are you doing? Designing your ideal day tells you what truly makes you happy and shows you what parts you want to include in your career or lifestyle. What's your why? If you have a dream job or a dream career, ask yourself, why do you want to do this? Is it because you have to solve a particular problem through this work, make more money, or maybe you will simply enjoy the work? The reason can be anything, but remember to tell the truth. Getting clear on your why helps you find the right path and stay on track even when things get tough. What would you do if success was guaranteed? This question is all about freedom. Imagine you're told, whatever you try, you will succeed. What would you choose? Sometimes we don't go after what we really want because we're afraid of failing. But this question removes that fear. These might sound heavy, but trust me, they can help you uncover some big insights. I'd say write them down, think about them, and come back to them often. Okay, so now let's talk about something called wayfinding. This is an idea that comes from a book called Designing Your Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. Think of wayfinding as exploring little paths to see which one feels right. You're not finding your forever career right now. You're just trying out different things. Try to take small steps that help you explore what you might like. Imagine you're at an ice cream shop with a bunch of flavors. Instead of picking a full cone right away, you take a few small samples to figure out what you like. That's wayfinding in a career. If you're curious about design or writing, for example, maybe start a side project, take a course, or talk to people in that field. You're not committing, you're just trying it out. Use the previous questions as a guide while you try these things. If something feels right, take another step in that direction. If it doesn't, it's okay. Just move on to the next sample. Now I want to introduce you to something called the 3 Ps. Imagine 3 overlapping circles labeled passion, proficiency, and profitability. Right in the center, where they all overlap, that's where your ideal career could be. Let's say you're proficient at graphic design and love creating digital art. That's a passion. And since graphic designers are in demand, it's profitable too. This means you could explore careers in design where all three P's overlap. The key here is to focus on what the job involves, not just the title. I mean, think about it. Would you enjoy doing those tasks every day? Because that's what counts in the long run. And finally, let's talk about one of my favorite exercises for finding direction, the Me Plus visualization exercise. The idea is to picture your ideal version or your Me Plus version a few years down the line. Start by imagining the big goal for Me Plus. Are they leading a project, mentoring others, or maybe even running their own business? Next, think about job title. Will Me Plus be a designer, a manager, or something totally different? What industry will Me Plus work in? Maybe it's tech, healthcare, art, or something else entirely. What company characteristics will Me Plus be a part of? Is it a company with flexible hours, an emphasis on creativity, or a strong sense of community? And lastly, imagine the specific responsibilities that Me Plus has. Do they lead a team, create something new, or work on projects that impact people's lives? The more details that you visualize, the easier it will be to recognize steps to get there. Visualizing Me Plus helps you understand what you're aiming for. So you're not just wandering, you're walking toward your future self. So if you're feeling lost in your career, just know that you're not alone. It's okay to be in a place of not knowing, to be in between worlds, and to be experimenting with different options. Keep searching, keep questioning, and keep discovering. This journey is unique to each one of us. Remember, it's not about following someone else's map, it's about creating your own. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such deep dives. See you next week.